So, bro, first of all, thank you for the giving us two of us time to conversate. And Mitya, basically, you are a trailblazer. You are a pioneer of stand-up in Tbilisi, basically. And tell me if I'm if I'm wrong, but uh, I
You are,
discovered
yeah.
you. I discovered you guys, your group, 2 years ago. Discovered on the Facebook, and then it just resonated with me because a comedy and stand-up comedy was always something that I enjoyed as a passive, uh, as passively, just watching, just enjoying,
Yeah.
and I always had this idea, maybe I will try it. Not always, but there was like period when I was thinking about, just trying it, and boom, I see you guys who are working, who are doing it, and open mic, man, open mic from United States. I knew it. I knew this concept from there, man. So
Yeah.
I just, I just, I just like a swimmer, just dove in into your group, man, and was very nicely welcomed. First of all, it was like a great welcome, like a
Yeah.
fraternity thing. So that's how that's my first contact with you guys, and while talking to you, I realized that I mean all your group. It's like family. It was like family, man.
Yeah, yeah, of course. We support each other. We support everybody new. We're not like we're saying new comparatively. All of us have been doing this for like 2 years tops, maybe, except for Nate, who's been doing it for more than he's born. Yeah, he's been doing it for 40 years and he's less than 40 years old. But other
The
than
guy
that,
is a veteran, man.
yeah,
He's a vet.
he was like trying some open mic jokes in the womb, I guess. But yeah, everybody here is new. We give each other advice. We are very happy to see each other do good. We're happy to see new people. That's the most important thing of open mics and the whole like stand-up scene for me personally. I think in general, because it's more about like the idea of open mic. What was attractive for you, I think, is that anybody can come up and speak their mind, right?
Exactly.
And yeah, let's be honest, like some of the things that even you say or somebody else says, it sounds like it's not something that you can talk with anybody, right? But everybody, but this scene, this stage is very welcoming for any thoughts that you or I or anybody else may have. And if the audience likes it, you have the instant gratification of them laughing or them being interesting in you. That's like amazing. That's what keeps me going, and I think keeps a lot of other people going.
Oh, that's the sense of free speech, yeah?
Yeah, totally, like 100%. This is this is one of the last beacons of real free speech in the whole world, especially here.
Man. Yeah, I mean, I I felt it, but I did not think about it like this. It just hit me right now, like aha moment that you said. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, sorry, when I speak about stand-up, like I cannot really be funny about it or something like that. I always have to do it very serious and say, "Oh, free speech and political, blah blah blah,"
Come
even
on,
though it's
man.
just us telling jokes.
That sounds like a paradox, man. You cannot be funny about stand up.
Yeah, yeah, it's like, yeah, it's like, oh yeah, it's like it's the most important thing in the world, and we're just telling jokes at the end of the day. But if we're being completely honest, I really do believe that because open mics in other countries and not just open mic comedy, right? But any type of open mic is the principle of that is that it's free. And of course, like we haven't really had any problems with somebody like censoring us or us censoring somebody. There were a couple of mutual understandings between us and the venues. Venue said, yeah, we don't really want this kind of content or this kind of jokes, for example. And we said, yeah, okay, understandable. Have a nice day.
So there was a conflict.
No, there wasn't any conflict at all. My brother had a conflict.
That sounds like a conflict.
No. My brother. You know, my brother also does stand-up,
No,
right?
I don't.
You don't? Oh.
I even asked you to bring him in here, but you kind of ignored.
No, he's gone somewhere. He couldn't do it, but he had the only conflict on stage that there ever was, I think, in St. Tbilisi, with the audience members. And he even made a joke about this because he was telling some jokes about, some races and blah, blah, blah. It wasn't a racist joke, but it was, talking about something else. And two white Australian guys stood up.
Yeah.
They threw down the fan, like there was a fan on stage that, ventilated air.
Oh, man. They threw down the fan.
Yeah, they knocked it on the ground,
They knocked it.
like turned off, and said, "Fuck you, you racist Georgian cunt."
Mamma mia, wow, man.
And Sasha, my brother, was like, "Why did you say this to me? I'm Russian." You can't even be racist properly.
Oh, I'm Russian, Magari. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, we're half Russian, half Georgian. That's why,
Yeah, man. But
yeah,
yeah, the main point is like now I said Georgian. Yeah, I spoke Georgian. But the main point is it's in English. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's the concept is in English, that your free speech, you speak it in English. So I mean, it's like narrowing a bit. But I know you had Georgian also stand up, like kind of, and I have idea of Russian stand up, and even I have real urge to kind of build this project also.
Yeah, as you said, it's mostly in English. Like 90% of our events are in English, and then 10% are in Georgian.
Yeah, it's English. It's just
Yeah.
English language. Yeah, that's okay. It's for English speakers.
For English speakers, yes. Like if we talk about the reasons of that, it's mainly, I think, well, first of all, because it's not just Georgians who do it, it's everybody, like foreigners also.
Yeah. The main that's the main point. It's
Yeah, of course. But even Georgians, like some of us prefer to do it in English, maybe because all of us have, we grew on English-speaking comedy, like mostly American and British. So that's kind of like when you're used to that, you may think in Georgian, in every day.
Wow, man. Yeah.
And even like the same joke, if you wrote it in English and then try to translate it to Georgian, it doesn't really work, or it works a little bit less. But we tried really hard to develop Georgian stand-up scene as well. Yeah. And we kind of had some good success last year, like from summer until September or October, like 4 or 5 months. We had Georgian events every second week. And then we had a show, like where we sold tickets, that was the first show in Georgian that we did. But then, the curfew and all the regulations, again, because of the epidemiological situation, they worsened, so we couldn't do it.
And I was not even, I didn't even, I heard that you did one, but now I'm blown away that you did like a few of them. And you were kind of rolling with it, because I missed it all, man. I
Yeah,
missed it
we're
all.
just starting to gain the momentum. You know how when you know, in a race or something, you start to have this like positive impulse of movement. So we were starting to have this, and then it's not up to us; it's the virus. So we had to put a halt on it, and now we're trying to not trying. We're waiting for things to reopen again.
Yeah, for the live things to go on.
Yeah, for live things. We actually, I think, like this is something that I'm excited about because this is something that I kind of organized and pulled out, and I'm working on right now. So we had a closed event last Sunday. Only us, the comedians, like 8 comedians, because we couldn't bring more than 10 people in one space
Yeah.
because of the law. So 8 comedians, we gathered together, we filmed our sets, and are now editing it. Like our video guy is editing them right now, and we're going to release them like in a week or in a couple of weeks. It's going to be like a series.
On your
So
channel, yeah?
Yeah, on our channel, Stand Up Tbilisi channel. So on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, everything.
Stand
And
up.
it's in English, but we're going to put Georgian subtitles on it so that everybody can see and enjoy. I am really excited about it. I was a little afraid that something will go wrong. Maybe I don't know, the police will go and stop us for no reason, even though we did everything correctly. Or maybe the video will not have sound or something else. But so far, everything is working. And I'm really excited about what's going to come out of it. Because every comedian who I asked, and again, it was like really select 8 people, because we, like, by law, we couldn't bring any more people.
I like it.
In.
I like it how you put it. Really select 8 people, man. I mean, the chosen ones.
Yeah, no, this is what I didn't want to say, the chosen one. I wanted to
No, I said the
specifically
chosen
from
ones,
that.
selected ones.
Yeah, no, I wanted to say specifically not from that, because we couldn't bring any more people. But if this thing works, we're going to bring more people, and I'm sure you will have some interested in this too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I'm sure I will have a part of it.
Yeah. So would you like to, perform and then your set be filmed, and then we'll put it, on
I
our
mean,
social media?
I have the same idea. I did it myself. I did it myself, man. I mean, I was filming myself, and
Oh, during during live performances, right? And then you put it out.
no. During the pandemic at home. You see what I'm saying?
Oh,
I mean, I had these videos on my channel. I just took it down. Uh, I didn't
how
like
did
the
you
environment, and
tell me more about it? How did you like record it? What did you do?
I just recorded my beats. You know, I just
From
recorded
home?
my beats. Sorry,
From home?
from home. Yeah, like I
Okay.
like I'm doing it from now from home. You know.
I see.
So
Cool.
this
That's cool. Yeah.
idea is for me. It's actual. You know. I mean, putting some content into the on the internet and putting into the digital space. You know, that's what we are doing now. That's why I'm doing the podcast basically.
Yeah.
And that's also I was thinking about even doing in Zoom meetings with comedians, man, and just
Mhm.
doing an open mic on Zoom.
That's
Uh,
yeah. Have
uh,
you been to one of those? Not the ones that you organized, but to others. Have you tried that?
no, I've never tried it. I've never organized it either. But I mean, there is nothing too much to organize. I mean, you
Yeah.
just I can see it like for example, 5, 6 comedians, one host, and you can drop in like hundreds of people, man, from just viewers.
Yeah, yeah. It's what comedy has become in the last year, because I've done maybe up to 20 of these shows and open mics online.
Oh my
It
God. Wow,
it's
man.
weird. If it works, like when it works, it's almost the same as live performance. Almost the same. Of course, it's nothing like that, but it's almost the same. When it works. So if when you tell the joke and people laugh. But when it doesn't work, when your joke doesn't get a laugh, oh my God, it's 10 times worse. Because you're just sitting in front of your laptop or phone and you're like, please laugh. And you're like looking at this and you're looking at the camera like an idiot. And you think, oh, maybe there's a lag. Maybe they didn't hear me. Should I repeat it? All
Oh
kind of
yeah, man.
self-doubt. Like it really blows your self-esteem even lower than it is. But yeah, it's something unique. We even tried it. We even tried to organize it. Actually, Mo hosted one online open mic. From our we Stand Up Tbilisi only had one online comedy night in October or something like that. No, not in October. During closer to the New Year, and there were 3 or 4 people. We got at some point the audience started trolling us and heckling us, which was almost funny. Somebody would tell a joke, and then how in Zoom you can see who is muted and who's not. And so there were one audience member who was muted the whole time, and then during some of the jokes he would unmute himself and say, yeah, good joke, man, and then mute himself again.
Yeah. Oh, that's a reaction.
Yeah, so it's interesting.
I had 3-day training recently on the Zoom. I've had it before that, but I don't know. It was kind of new for me. Even till day. I mean, I'm just learning Zoom basically. I have a basic Zoom right now, and I'm just the next step is gonna be I will upgrade it to so we can add more people to the Zoom.
Right now it's up to 30, right? Or it's up to 100?
Man, it's up to 100, I guess. So yeah, so this Zoom, what I'm saying about this training, yeah, I went through this training, and the first our trainer told us, now I will give you some tips on using Zoom that I know might be helpful for you. So I mean, why not give us some tips, man? Tips are always good. You know what I'm saying? In any circumstances, if you get a good tip, you are a happy man. So basically, come on, man. He gave me. So the tips were, we had to mute all the mics because there was like 12 of us and not many. So when you want to speak, if you sit by the desktop, he says you can push the tab button and you unmute it like a mic, and it feels like it feels like weird a bit, you push it and you talk, uh like kind of being in a courthouse. Oh yes, yes, uh your honor, yes, your honor, thank you. And then you mute
Truth,
yourself.
nothing but the truth. Yeah.
Yeah, man, I did not do it. It was not me.
Wow.
It was not me.
Yeah.
So, and then he said, don't glue your eyes into the monitor, move them, you know what I'm saying? Don't be hypnotized by this shit. And I said, yeah, it's good idea that I have a window by I can watch cats. So
Yeah.
most of the training I was watching cats, man, basically.
Yeah.
And don't sit a lot, he said. Don't sit, you can move. That's what happens, man, when you're too much into the zooming, and it becomes like addiction kind of. not real addiction, not clinical. And I'm
Yeah.
talking now with MD, baby, medical doctor right here in the
That's
house.
what I was going to say.
This
Sorry
is
to
the
interrupt you, but
second.
standing up.
Sorry, bro. This is the second introduction, man. The second part of the introduction of this man. This is the second life that he is living, man.
Yeah.
Maybe it's the first. I mean, nobody knows, but I mean, it's like this, another role that you have a professional MD.
Yeah, no, it's the first, and I keep them very, very separate. So, for example, I don't when I'm on stage, I don't talk about anything medical at all because it's just a completely different part, and it's something that stays there. And also, when I'm in the clinic, I don't joke around.
You're taking it too serious, bro. You're taking medicine too serious.
Maybe, yeah. Not maybe, definitely. Of course, I am.
It sounds very serious, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, bro, you have it separated. It's one way to do it. A lot of
Yeah.
people mix it. You know?
Yeah, it just doesn't work for me. I'm not saying it's the only right way, but
yeah, man. It's the way we contact. So, man, so let's keep it out of here. Yeah, let's keep your MD field out of this podcast. Okay? Yeah, that's what you're saying, basically. Don't go there, man. Let's
yeah, I
go.
mean, yeah. What is there
Let's
to
go.
talk about? For
Let's go
real,
back.
like.
Bro, let's go back. We have so much, man. Um, so let's tell me who's you mentioned you were brought up on English language comedy, basically. No, USA, British. I grew up on Russian comedy, man. Soviet comedy, you know what I'm saying? So basically till 16 years old, 17 years old, I was watching Russian comedy, Soviet comedy, Soviet
Yeah.
comedy, like Вокруг смеха, Panorama, whatever was in TV on the first Russian channel,
Yeah. I know
government
what you're
channel, man. So, and I was dying, man. It was so, for me, it was very funny. I mean, those guys were funny. Even now, I sometimes watch. I just recently was with my friend, and by accident, we're watching TV. I like those moments, when you get somewhere and you watch some TV stuff by accident in somebody's kitchen or
saying.
something, and you get some news or something. So there was a program "Жизнь человека," and the guest was Hazanov Gennady.
Yeah.
And then they put some footage of his old work, and I remembered one of the best his beat was, have you seen it? After some words he always says, "У ты какая, а?" He's speaking about a woman, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some woman, and ах ты, да, любишь носить чулки, ух ты какая. The judgment, it's like judgment, yeah, he's judging.
Yeah.
So, man, I mean, that's what I grew up on. And then when I went to the States, I started watching sitcoms, bro. Sitcoms. I was watching stand up live. I was twice maximum. I was watching on TV, bro. I was glued to the fucking TV. First 6 months or so.
What's
Maybe
your
more.
favorite sitcom?
Favorite what?
What's your favorite sitcom?
So, bro, that's man. I'm a sitcom guy. I was
Okay,
watching.
like top 3 or top 5.
Yeah, bro, man. I watched really oldies, and basically I was watching sitcoms in 90s. It was 2000s, 90s, 2000s. So your sitcom, you are watching different sitcoms now, and it's interesting. Do I know, for example, your sitcoms, and do you know my sitcoms? Let's play a game, bro. 5 sitcoms. I will name 5 sitcoms that I was watching. How many you will hit? And you name 5 sitcoms that your generation was watching. Yeah. And let's.
Sure, of course. You're asking like how do I know them? Like
Yeah,
you're just
yeah,
telling them
yeah.
what? Yeah, of course. Start.
Have you seen or have you heard? First, I will start with the real. I mean, like a superstar of sitcoms, man, of those times. The best top sitcom in the statistic, Seinfeld.
Yeah, of course I know Seinfeld. What are you talking about? I thought you were going like, I don't know, Happy Days or something like that. I don't know,
Oh
Cosby
shit,
Show.
man! You are so deep into the sitcoms.
That's not that old. Yeah, of course I know Seinfeld. When did Seinfeld end? 2001 or something like that?
98.
98. Yeah, so I wasn't that old. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, go. Come on, Seinfeld. I really hate
Okay,
Seinfeld, by the way.
I mean,
Not the sitcom.
I
I
now
hate Jerry Seinfeld. But
now
okay.
I predict that you might make a 5 of 5. But let's see. Uh, uh, yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to find out some crazy shit. I'm telling you what I was
Yeah,
watching. 90 Beverly Hills 90102 or whatever, man.
90210. Yeah. I never really watched it, but it was on TV all the time.
You know it. You know
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
So that's the second one. The third one was, and maybe you don't know this one, man. Dream On.
Dream On. That's
Yeah,
one
it
I
was.
this one I didn't know. Yeah.
It's about a guy, a tapper. He's it's a loser guy, kind of. You okay? So that's two out of three,
Yeah.
and also two more. Yeah, uh, Family Matters.
Family Matters. Yeah.
Family Matters, and Crazy About You.
I don't know Crazy About You. Crazy About You sounds like a romantic comedy. I don't know this sitcom.
Yeah, it was romantic comedy sitcom. I mean,
Mm.
it was the comedian was playing, man. Uh,
Who is it?
this
Who's
guy
Crazy About You?
comedian, not Leary, but the other guy, man. Wow. I will if you can put it in, man, into the Google.
Yeah, but I will do it later because if I do it now, I'm talking from my phone and it will
Yeah, let's
drop.
not break in.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah. So 3 out of 5. Yeah, yeah. I didn't know about Dream On. Do you recommend them?
I cannot find Dream On at all, man. I don't know even if it's streaming somewhere. It's just very they just I couldn't find it. Nowhere. Nowhere streaming.
Okay. Should I tell? Should I say my top 5?
Yeah, go, man.
I always thought about my top 3, so I will have to improvise the other 2. My top 3 are Scrubs. Do you know Scrubs? Clinic.
Scrubs. Shit, man, that must be very old shit.
It's about the hospital.
No, bro. Wow, what year it is, man?
I don't know, but it was it was my time. 27. It wasn't that old.
Oh, that's a new one. For me, it's new.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
no,
Scrubs.
Scrubs, no.
Community. Do you know Community?
No, bro. Wow.
Oh, dude. You should watch Community. It's
Two,
amazingly good. And then
zero out of 2, man. I'm on the very bad streak. Let's go. The third one.
The third one is let's go. So probably The Office. You probably know The Office,
Yeah,
right?
bro. I mean, The Office. So The Office is the third one, and like Michael Todd says, it's a guy from arm wrestling, the world champion. He says always the last 2 are very hard. You can come up with 3 of them, but always the fourth and fifth is kind of a tough one. So that's what you're saying. So let's do it, man.
Yeah. Well, I know one for sure. It's Arrested Development.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you know Arrested Development?
Yeah, I've never watched it, but I know it. I know it.
Brilliant. It's one of those things that, like, when you watch it one time, it's funny. When you watch it the second time, it's even funnier because there are so much jokes that are hidden. And then the third time, you're kind of like, you're watching it as a detective. It's like reading an Agatha Christie novel. You're searching for more things. You're searching for more jokes, and it's very rewarding. And the fifth,
so that shit is deep, man.
the fifth, I don't know, man. The fifth one is very hard. Maybe Monty Python's Flying Circus, because that was really.
You went for classic. The last one was a classic, man.
That's one of those things that after you watch it, your sense of humor is not the same at all. Because like before that, like you were saying about Russian comedy, right? Yeah. I grew up in Russia, so as lots of people, I grew up, watching exactly this, like Russian comedy, estrada, it's called in Russian.
Exactly,
like
estrada.
Almost like stand-up, but it's more theatrical. And then it's, when the KVN started becoming popular, everybody was like, yeah, fuck these guys, KVN is the coolest thing in the world. And then after KVN Comedy Club happened, they were like, okay, KVN is old school, it's like 19th century, this is the coolest thing. And so everybody goes through this evolution, I think, right? And so for me, after I watched Monty Python's Flying Circus, right? It's like very absurdist. It's super crazy.
Yeah.
And after that, like almost nothing else is funny. Oh, yeah, sorry.
That's so sad, man. That's so sad.
Yeah, it's kind of sad, but it's the number 6 also, if I can add. It's
now you're putting number 6.
yeah, it's number 6 because I have to mention it. It's the coolest thing. Okay. So a lot of people will not know about this because the other 5 are pretty popular, but the 6th one is it's called Tim Goes to the Mayor.
Tim Goes to the Mayor.
It's a half animated sitcom.
Okay.
And it's the most crazy thing in the world. Like I cannot, like it's amazing. Tim Goes to the Mayor. Like if the viewers of this podcast will learn one thing from this podcast, it's they should go to stand up Tbilisi. And then the second thing is watch Tim Goes to the Mayor.
Tim Goes to Mayor.
Tom goes to Tom. It's either Tim or Tom. Tom goes to the it's Tom. Tom goes to the Mayor. So I highly recommend it. It's amazing. It's like nothing you've seen before.
So that's nice, man. It's like you put the most amazing one on the 6th.
Yeah, no, because it's not that funny. But it's it's revolutionized.
Better to start from the last one.
Yeah, you're correct. Yeah, I don't have them in. Number 1 is better than number 2. It's just the top 5, not in particular order.
Top 6, bro. But who's counting?
Exactly. Top 10.
Wow, and so sitcoms, and then it was a stand-up that I was watching on YouTube. YouTube was the continuation of my this journey with the comedy, So and the YouTube is just 15 years old.
Yeah, it's crazy. It seems like it's been here forever.
It seems like it's been here forever, but it's just a beginning. And
it's insane.
It's just a beginning. It's a teenager, man. It's a teenager. And I think this YouTube's gonna be around for 100 years as minimum. Just it feels like it.
Yeah.
And it's gonna just grow more and more. That's how it develops. So there is a lot of potential in this, but there are like a lot of competition. Yeah, Spotify. In podcasting, Spotify is the engine.
Yes, right now I think it's gaining popularity among podcasters. After Joe Rogan, right? After Joe Rogan moved to Spotify, everybody
Yeah,
wants to go there.
and they gave him contract for $100 million,
Yeah.
and this is like a 4 or 5 year contract or something. I mean, it's but wow, he's the guy who basically it's like a Xerox, you know. Like we call Pampers. Everything is a Pampers. The Xerox. This guy is a
Yeah.
podcast, man. Joe Rogan is a podcast. That's
Yeah.
how it. That's how he
That's
fixed on it.
exactly right. Yeah. Never thought about this. Yeah. He's like a Xerox or a Pampers.
He's a brand machine of podcasting.
Yeah.
And how I got also I would like to tell you how I got involved in with this podcasting idea. I mean, it attracted me, you know. And the first mm, uh, who I started I mean, listening and watching, it was a Joy Coco Diaz, and I want uh, also let's speak also about our favorite stand-up guys from the scene. Maybe like who is that's because I remember that this guy is a stand-up. I don't know. I mentioned it with you once, but I don't remember. Do you know this guy?
Diaz?
Diaz, Joy Diaz, Joy
Yeah,
Coco
yeah.
Diaz.
Yeah.
He was even in the movie The Longest Yard, and he got a nice part. And then he was in the. He's an actor, also actor, stand-up comedian, and he had a podcast, Church of What's Happening. That's how it's called, Church of What's Happening. And his sidekick was Lee Sayed, and
Yeah.
they were going for the edibles. You know the edibles. So they
Yeah,
were,
I watched the podcast. Yeah.
you know, those guys. So that's how I, and that's how, and then he got Joe Rogan on his podcast, and then how I uh, went for Rogan podcast, you know. But first podcast was Joe Diaz's podcast,
Ah, so you went from Diaz to
from
Rogan.
Diaz to
Ah.
Rogan, and I even didn't want to go to Rogan. But my friend told me, man, you know Joe Rogan. He just he said something. He was talking about some topic, and I remember Joe Rogan from Joe Diaz's podcast, and I said, yeah, man, I know this guy. He's a karate. No, he has a podcast, crazy podcast, man. Go and see it. And then when I moved on Joe Rogan and basically and then I started watching those arm wrestling podcasters. There are like a couple of them, you know. And that's when uh, I felt that man, this is something that I might enjoy. You know, I tried, and I'm still enjoying it. And even in Tbilisi, you gave me a pod hub, uh, pod hub G, bro. I mean, and I met this guy. We
Oh, you
had
did?
a we had a we had a visit, bro. uh,
Tell me. Yeah, I wanted to ask about this. So how did it go?
yeah, I mean, you gave me the link. It's a PodHub,
Mm-hmm.
PodHub G, yeah, and I even had a nice joke about it. It sounds like Pornhub, basically. So it's really sounds like a PodHub and Pornhub. So, but in reality, the name of the company is something different, you know, like podcasting or something. So I went, I saw the site. The site is kind of very slow, but I got a phone, so I called the guy's a founder. Uh, man, I lost his name now. So this guy, we met. I sent him some proposal, but he said let's meet up and let's talk about it in person. So I went down, and they're sitting in the old city, it is a museum of laser.
Colosseum, right?
Huh?
They're sitting in Colosseum, I think.
Holoseum,
That's
yeah, bro. And I never been in this Holoseum. This Holoseum attracted me by itself. I mean, I just want to go there and see it. And then he took me to the office, and we spoke about this podcasting. And then we agreed that I would send him a proposal, like more detailed. And that's where we right now at. I have not.
So they were interested, right?
I mean, they're interested in anything, any podcasting. They just want to see. They have like few podcasters, and but it's not like I thought it was more like an open mic approach. You know what I'm saying? Like you go there and you just do your podcast. I mean, but it's more. He looks at it more. He said I have a couple of rules. One rule was I don't remember the second one, but the main rule he said this podcast topic has to be like a forever topic.
Yeah, so it's not something topical that will be not interesting in a couple of months.
Yeah, like wow, man! I said you have like very nice, very very high standards, bro. For me, I cannot do forever, man. Those standards are too high, man. Those standards were too high for me. I mean, we have like a small business here, like speaking, like that guy Zurich told me, man, what are you doing? You are just filming your crazy friends. That's what you are doing. Yes, I said okay. You can see.
You can talk about. You can talk about. Sorry, I forgot the word. Psychology. Yeah, you can talk about psychology, and you can even bring comedians because you can bring comedians and diagnose them right during the podcast.
Here you are a comedian, man. You want to be diagnosed by me, man? What the fuck?
Oh, come on. I really didn't want to pay for the therapy, so you can try.
Man, first, I mean, I have a lot of answers for this right now in my head. But first, I think the most funny answer would be, I do it as you do, man. I separate it.
Oh yeah, all right, yeah, that's the correct one.
That's correct for you, bro. No, but really, it's not about it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, first of all, that part is confidential, and you cannot record it without the
consent
agreement of the and what I mean. It would have been. I mean, it would be like more study material. So
no, but if people give consent, of course, it's if people give consent. It's not like you record it without their knowing and then put it out and say, "Hey, look at these guys."
Yeah, man. No, that's if we take it serious, as you sometimes like to be very serious, that's not ethical. That's about ethic. But leave it alone, bro. Leave it alone. I know it was just. I know I know a couple of girls in your group who are psychologists, who are my colleagues. You know. And they are funny. They are very funny girls.
Yeah.
And that's also a women stand-up is very interesting, man. I mean, I love it. I love it. Basically, I enjoy it very much. You remember? I don't remember her name, but Cho, the Asian American woman. She.
Margaret Cho.
Margaret Cho, bro. And for me, the best female stand-up is, and the one that I'm in love with, basically Silverman.
Silverman, yeah, she's a monster.
I mean, I would marry her right now. She would not, but I would.
Yeah. Do you know Elaine Buzzler?
Yeah, I heard, man.
Yeah,
But I,
she's
yeah,
yeah, please say.
no. She's who?
Yeah, so Elaine Buzzler is a comedian who everybody says she was almost like the first female comedian to become popular, and
Really?
she's one of the funniest. Yeah, she's one of the funniest comedians in general I've seen. Not just female comedians, one of the funniest comedians. She's super great. She has specials. I don't remember their names, but if you put Elaine Buzzler in Google, you will see it. It's every line is a joke. You know how, for example, even Joey Diaz, he has more of a story-like approach.
Oh, bro, man, this guy is full of
uh,
fucking stories, man. This guy is a crazy storyteller, and she's like banging, yeah.
Yeah, she doesn't really have stories, but it's classical, like traditional stand-up, but almost every sentence or every second sentence ends with a joke, and it's not something very cheap. It's not something that oh, I can think of a punchline before she says it. It's very good, and she's old. I'm not even sure if she's alive right now, to be honest, but she was popular in the 80s and the 90s.
Yeah, I gotta search her, man. I gotta see some of her work. That's got to be a classic.
Yeah. So
Classic.
just one more thing about female comedians. You know Nate, right? Nate Eubanks, the American
No,
guy who.
I don't know this guy, man. I'm angry at Nate, bro.
So Nate Eubanks, I'm not talking to you. I'm explaining to the viewers. He's the American guy who
There is
started
no
the
viewers,
stand-up
man.
Tbilisi,
There's
right?
not gonna be any viewers. Don't worry about it.
Oh, you don't? Okay. So I will speak to you. So he was saying to me for a long time, like he was saying, oh, we should have more female comedians. We should have more female comedians. I'm like, okay, we should, but we're not going to go out there and specifically search for female comedians, like make an interview and start doing stuff like that. Like,
put it on Jobs G, bro.
and he would do, oh, we have. Yeah, exactly. Like it's not something that happens like that in my mind. But he would go, oh, we need more female comedians. We need more female comedians. And then one female comedian came, the second female comedian came, the third female comedian came, and they fucked us all. Like nobody even listens to us.
Literally, bro.
No. They fucked us all over. Like they're so much funnier than any of us. So we shouldn't have brought them all together. Screw them. Let them go somewhere else, man.
Oh man, you're killing me. Wow.
We shouldn't have had female comedians.
What? We should not have brought them together.
Yeah, no, they're crazy. They're so good.
They fucked us up.
There are three of them.
They fucked us all.
The three comedians, the three girls that are the most active in our group, they are all extremely hilarious, but they're different.
But bro, what you're saying is hilarious, man. This story is hilarious. What you just say, I mean, just describe the story. It's just this is the best beat.
It's not a beat, it's real life. They really I'm a little bit exaggerating, but yeah, we're so happy, and I'm a little bit, I'm proud that I'm a part of this group because of them and because of a lot of other comedians that we have.
Yeah, it's such
an
international group.
Yeah. So now hopefully with like a little bit of following in the internet, more people will find out about them, because I think there is so much talent. I'm not talking about myself now. No, I'm talking about other comedians that we have. There is really like concentration of talent in this small group, and it's almost like wasted when there is only like 20 or 30 audience members, right, during regular open mics or even during shows. So I think they should be more popular. So now I have to think, because I'm like the de facto leader of this group.
Yeah, you're looking at it as a manager also.
Yeah, I have to think of the ways of promoting them. because they're like these people, like some of them can really, like there is no stand-up comedian in Georgian that works as a stand-up comedian. It's just a hobby, right?
Man, there is another channel. You know the channel? The stand-up, also Georgian stand-up channel.
Are you talking about stand-up Airy?
I don't know. There is like it's very nicely done, edited. They have backgrounds and there's. I will send you link later. I'm sure
If you're talking about stand-up, if you're talking about stand-up Airy, it's a TV project that was active 3 years ago, but it's not active anymore.
Yeah,
so
it's
it
like
was a TV project.
Back to 4 years ago videos.
Yeah, so they are not doing it anymore. It's like finished.
So that's,
yeah, but like hopefully we can do something like that. Yeah, this is like something that we can aim for.
Yeah.
They have their own problems. These guys, because these guys they were super political and they were editing stuff out, and that was like the opposite of free speech almost. Like this is the one thing that I really, really oppose in our in stand-up Tbilisi is censorship. These guys were censored a lot of times. Like I'm talking about stand-up Airy, the one that you were talking about.
Yeah, but man, I mean it's a past. It's already a past news. Yeah, that's a past. So let's talk about future plans, man. So basically, I heard the good news that it's already editing, and very soon we're gonna have a new material, man. Come on, fresh one. Wow. That's wow.
Yeah. It's all fresh. It's all the material that comedians have been sitting on for several months when they couldn't go out from the house and they were, basically writing. It's very good. It will probably be released like maybe next week or the week after next, depending on when it's ready.
Next week or the week after next, yeah, somewhere at the end of the May.
Yeah. So it will be this month, and it will be on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. We're called Stand Up Tbilisi everywhere. So it will be in English and in Georgian. And I think because it's different comedians with different styles, different topics, and different senses of humor, everybody will be able to find something for themselves. I'm talking about, the potential viewers.
Oh yeah.
So one guy is more, let's say.
So can you name the lineup?
Oh yeah, the lineup, of course. So let me try to remember the order that they went to. It first started with Niniko.
Niniko is open.
Yeah, Onise Okreashvili.
Onise.
Then it was Sasha Kakabadze, my brother.
Your bro.
Nate Eubanks, the American guy. Then it was a
American
special
Georgian.
guest. Yeah. Then it was a special guest. I cannot really tell their name.
Let's keep it special.
Yeah. Then it was Alex Periverzev. He's a Georgian guy who now lives who started doing stand-up with us when he lived in Georgia, but then he moved to the Netherlands. Hey, so he joined us.
Good for him.
Huh? Yeah, he
good moved for him. To a very nice place.
He did the most Georgian thing in the world, and he moved out of Georgia. So he joined us via Zoom. Then it was, I think, Mo Salimoghli, and at the end, Anna Tsikharolidze.
Anna. So, man, Nino is opening and Anna is closing. Wow.
See what I told you about?
Man,
we should have brought these
women. Those women. Do you see what I'm saying here? They want to open and they want to close also.
Yeah. Very rude of them. Very rude.
And we are male species are in the middle somewhere, man.
Yeah. Nobody even remembers us. Everybody remembers the beginning and the end.
Yeah, oh yeah,
Ah,
man.
man.
Who the fuck is interested in the middle part?
Of course.
You interested in start and finish? That's what I watch basketball right now. I watch the start of the game and then I watch finish.
Why would you watch the start? I understand the finish. Why would you watch the start?
Man, the start is exciting. What are you saying, man? The start, like in Formula One, the start is very exciting thing,
Yeah.
and the middle is boring. I mean, the middle is you gotta be like, yeah.
Yeah. With all the timeouts and the penalty shots, it's
Oh,
more buzzes than the game. Yeah, I understand.
oh, so, bro, it was, man. Let's wrap it up a bit, yeah.
Mhm.
Thank you for your time, and it was
Thank
good.
you for having me.
Anything you wanna like add or what? I mean, like, it's your time, man.
Mhm.
If you wanna.
Well, first of all, thank you for having me. It was my dream to be invited on a podcast.
Oh, mamma mia! Oh, come on, man.
What?
Wow, that's so nice.
Yeah. No, I wanted like not ever since, but maybe for a year or something. I was like, oh, if you're invited on a podcast, that means that people want to hear what you're talking about. So that's like, oh, I wonder what that feels like. So thank you for that.
So how you feel, bro? How you feel?
Amazing. I will feel high for the next 3 days.
No shit, man. Come
I will
on.
be smiling for no reason. I will be just, I work in a call center. I'm talking from the office right now, right? So I work in a call center, and for the next 2 days, I'm going to answer the phones with a smile on my face. Nobody will hear it because it's the phone, but I will feel so happy.
They feel it, bro. They don't see it, but they feel it.
Yeah.
They feel when somebody is talking to you with a smile on your face, because I am also a call center guy from the United States. Even, I mean, when the student job that you do just
Yeah.
to get some pay at the end of the month. So, man, yeah, and to finish it, you wanna add something or?
Oh, I don't think so. Yeah. So, thank you for having me. I will be very happy to see you live when we have actual live events.
Oh,
Because
yeah,
you remember, right? A couple of audience members were asking me, what happened to Zviad? Where did he go? And then I had to ask like different people, find out your phone number. You remember, like 1 year ago or something like that?
yeah. And I attended the last one. You remember I attended the last live show, the last one in Backstage 76. Yeah, the last show.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Yeah. By
And
the way, they moved. Do you know that? That
yeah,
stage.
Nate told me there is no more Backstage 76 at the old place, man.
Yeah, they completely tore it down. It's like, they're renovating the whole park, I think. But that area is also, like crumbled, like Colosseum in Rome. It's just true.
Yeah, that's a nice place to perform, huh?
There, oh my God, yeah. And then if you're not funny, the tigers will eat you.
If you're not funny, they will let tigers in.
But it's not gonna be. I think it's not going to be very comfortable to perform in the Colosseum because everybody's around you, right? So you will feel a little self-conscious. Like I'm talking to you right now, so the whole half of the viewers is looking at my ass. So that's like I have to turn around and then I have to think about that. It's kind of weird.
You gotta go on circle, man. You gotta walk on circle, like in
I
circus.
got just run around.
Like in circus. You remember Circus of Tbilisi, the old one? The old one, the new one, the only one.
Yeah, there's only one. What are you talking about?
There is no other one. So that was a round thing that you were going around, and when I got there, it felt so little, so small, and I remembered it so big and so huge.
How old were you?
When I visited again, I was
Yeah,
in my
no. First,
30s, man.
you visited it first when you were small, right? When you were a kid.
Yeah, when I was 12, when I was 13,
And then when you revisited it, how old were you?
like 30s.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
After 20 years, I went there, man. I felt like, wow, man, this is such a small building.
It's almost a disappointment, right?
Yeah, I was shocked. I mean, I was shocked how, why did I feel so little? But I was a little. I was little, and I remember those gypsy women were selling the balls on the rubber,
Mm-hmm.
and you were like yo-yo toy for
Yeah,
the
yeah,
90s of Georgia. It was kind of like yo-yo, but
yeah.
yeah, it was. And you remember, it was all colorful, like a circus. I mean, the ball itself was made of a colorful papers.
I don't, I don't remember this particular because I wasn't here in the 90s, but I can kind of imagine what you're talking about.
Yeah, and when you said I grew up in Russia, uh, and we also have another topic that we might do another podcast, because we have a topic, me and you, that we started with the idea of it, and the other one, the second topic is more personal and more intimate, and that's why we right now we just took this topic where we
Mm-hmm.
can feel more comfortable. So
Yeah.
bro, thanks, man. Go back to your work, and